Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this episode we're not working on the Audi, we're not working on the Mustang, we're working in here because we're going to lay those floor tiles in my garage. Stay tuned. So yeah, I've decided to lay some tiles on my horrible concrete floor because I'm getting sick of laying on this cold concrete when I'm working on the cars. So I started looking around and I watched a few videos, and one of the type of tiles that looked good was Duramat. So I went to their website, had a look, and this is a 6x4 area that I'm looking at, and it was quite expensive to do a 6x4 area, and those tiles are about 7 or 8 mil thick. So I kept looking around and I found these ones. So these are a company called Bigdug, and these are actually 12 mil in thickness, so giving you a lot thicker base to actually stand items on. These are specifically for garage floors, so they definitely will take cars and lifts to lift cars up with as well if I ever get one of those. So I'll say these are from Bigdug, and these are the studded tiles which I got, which I thought were quite nice. And also along with that I've got a few bits of edging as well for the front part. I don't need it down here because I'm going to chop it straight to the sides. So let's take a look at some of the tools I'm going to need for this job. So at this moment in time, I think these are the only tools I'm going to need. So I'm going to need a rubber hammer, obviously, to bang them into place, tape measure for when I come to actually chop the tiles, and also a marker so I can mark the edges, and you will cut them with this jigsaw here. And I'm going to have a little sweeper so I can sweep up some of the dust and bits from the edges. So as you can see, hardly any tools needed at all for this job, so it's all going to be manual labour. I'm going to do a lot of this on time lapse, but I'll let you know in between what I'm actually doing. So let's get the camera set up and let's get started. So first job is to actually sweep all the garage and clean up all the edges to get rid of all the dust and any bits of grit, etc. You probably saw me using a Hoover there and probably thinking, well, if I did that my other half would go absolutely mental, but don't worry guys, this is my Garage Hoover, so it's just the one that I keep in the garage and I use it for vacuuming out cars and things like that. So I've got a separate one to use in the household, so all the dust and rubbish I've just put in that, it's fine. Okay, that's all swept up to this doorway here. So let me tell you my plan of action. Plan of action is obviously start at the front down here, and we're going to get the front edge laid, and then we're going to put all the tiles down the middle like so, up to level with the door there, or near to the door. And maybe I'll do the edges there, and I'll have to see, if not, because all the edges are going to need cutting, but if I don't do the edges, then what we'll do is I need to obviously dismantle all this shelving here and pull that forward onto the tiles, and then I can continue to the back of the garage there. So next step is to take some of the tiles now and get them onto the front edge, and get this front edge lined up equidistant from each side of the garage, so I've got an even cut on each side and the tiles run nicely down the middle. So let's get the first edge in place. So there you go, there's the front edge done. Now in my garage these fit just about perfect edge to edge. Now there's just a slight gap there, and there's just a slight gap there. Now that would mean sacrificing a lot of tiles to do just a very thin edge all the way down here. So I'm just going to see how it goes, and if I want to come back and maybe do an edge there, then I can. But as it is, this is going to be great because all these tiles will just fit all the way down here and the full width of the garage, which is fantastic. So you probably already noticed what I've got here is a weather strip. So one with the yellow striping, that was a weather strip. I fitted that ages ago to stop the wind and the rain blowing in from the bottom of the garage door. So I'm only going to bring my strip just up to the edge of that weather strip. So let's continue now with the rest of these tiles, and I'll just do that on a time lapse so you can see them all going in, and we'll get as many as we can in till we get up to this doorway.
A few moments later.
So I think I've changed my mind in laying this out now. Instead of having the tiles go all the way up to the edge and leaving kind of rough edge like that, and only a very, very thin bit where I struggle to get a piece in, I'm going to line the centre. So I made a mark of the centre point on the weather strip. I'm going to line the centre of these up with that, so that I've got equal distance either side here, and then I'll cut tiles. Now when I cut these basically down the half, they're going to be too short, so I might have to use quite a few tiles to do one edge. I don't know if I've got enough tiles now. When I bought these tiles, there was it said for the size of my garage I'd need 96, but when I looked at the prices, if you bought 100 or more, the actual price per tile dropped, and it was cheaper to get 100 than it was 96, so I got 100 of the tiles. So I've got like 4 extras, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough to do this, but we'll see anyway. I can just order a few more if I ain't got enough and just get them delivered. So let's crack on. So that's looking great. So that's got it up to level with the door now. So big task now. I've got to shift all this lot out so I can carry on up to that edge. Let's crack on. That's that lot moved. So let's get this all swept and hoovered out, and then we're ready to lay. So what my plan is now is I'm going to obviously lay up to the back wall, and then I'm going to complete this bit with all the edges so that I can put everything back and I don't have to go back in this bit again. And then any tiles that I'm missing can just be along the edges down here, so I can purchase them and do them later when they come. Floor now good to go. Let's get these tiles down. So that's it. So I've used all the full tiles that I can now. I'm working out, I think I'm about 11 short, but it all depends what I can do with these edge ones here. If I cut that and it only leaves a few mil from the wall, and I can use the offcut of this side which leaves a few mil from the wall, then I might just go with that, because you do need to leave a bit of gap for expansion, because obviously this is plastic and it will expand when it gets hot. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to start in this doorway here, and we'll get this bit sorted and then work into that corner and do the same from that side. So what we've got to do here is we need to measure this into the corner here. We're lucky it just goes past this edge by this bit here. See what I mean? So it's going to go there like that. So I'm going to have to take a little bit of a corner out of there, and then we need to chop it. So let's get that done. And the way we cut these is using the jigsaw. And I'm just going to use a standing knife to trim off some of the melted edges. Let's go fit this. Perfect. Okay, so all the back edge is now done here, so that's gone quite well. Cutting it with the jigsaw is quite easy actually. Melts it a little bit, but not enough to sort of damage it, and then just scrape it with a standing knife, and then yeah, it goes down quite nice. So now we've got the corner over there done and this bit here, we can get the shelves back in, and then I can clear this floor. So if I don't get this finished today, I can get the car back in, because it's sat out there, my poor baby. Get the car back in, out the weather, and I can carry on with it another day, because I think I am going to be some tiles short. But anyway, let's get these shelves back in. Great, so shelves back in, and it's all looking good down there now. Well pleased with it. So I'm going to start working just a couple down this side, so I can get my toolbox back in and my jack. And then what I think, any that I've got left, I'll try and complete this side here, so that the bit that's not done will be this side, but you won't really see it because it'll be the other side of the car. So let's crack on with that. That's it. Well, job kind of done. I've run out of tiles. Let me show you. So due to this end needing lots of shortcuts there, that kind of used a load of tiles that I couldn't use for anything else. So what I've just done is I've just chucked in all these odds and sods here just to put something down. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 there. And then at this side, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm going to need something just to fill that gap there. So probably, yeah, I might get 14 tiles because I want to, ideally I want to put that right into the corner so it go, you know, we haven't got a bit of concrete showing there. So I think I need one whole tile for that because the bit that I'm going to cut off wouldn't leave enough to do this side as well. So yeah, so I think I'm going to have to go for 14 tiles. Now what I'll do with this is I'll basically cut this just about in half, and I'll put half of it on there. It doesn't have to go all the way to the edge because my tile can go up into that bit there. So where that, I mean, I'll probably stop it there. So I might just take that much off it. So that'll be something like that. And then what I'll do, I'll cut the tile to go in there and just do that bit with the tile. Oh, actually, yeah. Yes, I might be able to just use one tile then for both ends. So that'll cut down costs on one tile. Yeah, because instead of starting it there, if I start my tile, so if I make that perfectly fit like that, then a tile will go in there. In fact, I might have some offcuts now. I'm going to go check that. All right, I've just checked. Yeah, I've got loads of these bits here. So that is going to fill in that corner there. That piece there is going to fill in that corner there. I'll just use half of this strip. So I'll just go from there to there with that strip. I'll cut a piece out there and do the same at the other end. So that'll be perfect, yeah. So that's that bit. So again, without them, then I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 this side, 10, 11, 12. So I just need 12 more tiles. So yeah, that's it guys. Absolutely well pleased with these. So these are the Bigdug tiles I said earlier. I'll drop a link below to the website where you can get these from. I'm no promotional for me with this side to buy these, and but yeah, worth every penny because I think they look absolutely superb. You can get different colours, but I'm just happy to go with the black. I think if you get the other colours, because I'm going to be working on this floor, if it was just to park a car on, fair enough, but if I'm working on it and it's a blue or a red, obviously it's going to get marks in it. So I thought I'll just stick with the black for this. Yeah, check it out, because if you need nearly 100, so if you're in the 90s for your tiles, then just get the 100 because it will drop the cost of the tiles for you anyway. So that's what I did, but now I've got to go buy another 12 and it's going to cost me postage, etc. But hey, never mind. Just make sure you allow enough for the offcuts, which I didn't. And if you're wondering why I've got a tennis ball there, this is my garage guide. So when I bring my Mustang in, until the windscreen just touches a tennis ball, then I know that I'm clear of the garage door and I can stop the car, switch the engine off, close the door without it catching on the back of my car. Good idea, eh? So there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It's something a bit different, but obviously it's still car related because now my garage is looking great. It's a nice floor to work on. I don't have to lay on the cold concrete in the winter anymore. It should be nice on this plastic so it shouldn't, I shouldn't get as cold. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And if you enjoyed this particular video, then please give me that thumbs up. All helps with YouTube stats. So once again, thanks for watching. Till the next time, take care.